Hey, what is up guys? It's Masterville75 here, and welcome to a Minecraft video. Today I would like to show you guys a map that I have been working on for a little while. I am calling it Alasia. I'm going to go through it one location at a time per video, I think. So they might be longer videos, they might be shorter videos, it depends on the location. This here is, I forgot what I called it. Oh yeah, City of the Sun. The player would spawn down here. Oh yeah, I had a sign here that said it, so I could see the actual name of it. It was nicknamed City of the Sun. Baron, also known as City of the Sun. And this will be for a open world style RPG map that I am building. And this entrance, and this is also the city that is in the background of the banner on the channel. And also, I guess, my profile picture too. But yeah, so I will go through and do an individual rundown of each location in the map that I've built so far, and I'll continue to do it as I build it as I go. And also, if anyone knows any like how to do any of the more complex commands and in the command blocks, as well as like any way to work on actual custom texture packs, I could use the help if anyone is willing to help out. Because I can do some of the commands with some stuff, but some of them I have no idea how to do. And the texture pack, I've tried to edit before, but I cannot do it, because I got this texture pack to use for it. It's a custom texture pack, but the only problem is some blocks, such as, say, what was one of them? Oh, right here, there's one. Jack-o'-lanterns don't work correctly. Or iron bars, which look fine here, have a texture, but there's no block texture. It's technically an unfinished pack. There's only some stuff that's like this. Most stuff is done, which is really nice, but for the things that aren't, it gets annoying because it limits how I can build the stuff. But anyways, first up here is one middle district. Hannah, what? I don't remember naming it that, but okay, that works. I guess I didn't put the NPC in here yet. I thought I had, but I guess I didn't. Just simple upstairs. Will just be a place where you can buy some food, because you will have to worry about hunger. 2 middle district, Plutonia's potion shop. This one actually has this one, and it's custom and trades using gold nuggets as currency. And upstairs, also, I try to vary the upstairs of the buildings as well as the downstairs and the actual residential buildings a little with each one, but they're very similar. And then middle district continues down this way, I believe. There is middle district, lower district, upper district, and Dwarven district, I believe. Oh yeah, this one's for sale, 3 middle district. It says there's inquiries at 8 middle district. So you can buy every large city will have, and some of the small cities too, will have a city that you can, not a city, a town that you can buy. Not, wait, what? No, a house that you can buy. In them, and you can purchase them all from in that town. Of course, they'll be a lot of money, but it'll be a nice thing to work towards, a place to store your stuff and stuff. Because this is going to be a huge map. Hold on. This is the map of Alasia, the main area of the map. Currently, I am at, let me, no, I can't pause it enough to look. Well, currently I'm at where my cursor is. That is this place. And then Greenwood is a town I have begun work on because I finished this, other than commands and maybe some changes once textures come back to working. Well, not come back, but are finished. Greenwood I am working on and currently, so I will not show that until it's complete. But it'll be a small little riverside village, and then Deep Mountain City is going to be a Dwarven city in those mountains there. White Town will be a good-sized village up in the woods, not in the woods, up on the mountains up there, the snowy mountains. High Peak Village will be a like tribal style village up on the mountains. It'll have rope bridges between mountain peaks and stuff. And then also where what the heck? Also where that desert is there is a marker that I put there, but it keeps disappearing for some reason. But that's going to be a place I'm calling Oceana or something. Oh wait, no, it was Orica. And then there's three other areas that I don't know how that happened. That I will get to after in other videos. Which those comprise of the Deadlands, the Borderlands, and Jungle Bay, which will be probably the coolest one to work on because it's gonna be like a pirate style bay mixed with back in the jungle like Aztec style temples and stuff. And keep in mind you'll be going around doing quests and stuff throughout all this, gaining new gear and stuff. So then here's 4 Middle District. It's just a simple residential house. Looks like it's a bit of a hoarder's house. All these chests. I tried to add a story to a lot of these houses, such as stuff like that, and other things that you see eventually as we get further through. Here is 5 Middle District. Oh, I didn't mean to. Someone who really likes books. Here is 6 Middle District. Seems like a regular old person. Oh, wait. Maybe not so regular. This one's abandoned. It's got mushrooms growing up out of the floor, weeds, all sorts of stuff. Mushrooms, old books, cobwebs. This is the Antwerp Realtors. This is one of the things I cannot figure out. I cannot figure out how to make it where you can click a sign and make it place down a redstone signal. I can figure out how to do the GI stuff, and I've done it, but for some reason it won't do the command that's tied into it. I cannot figure out why. But eventually you'll be able to talk to him and buy the house that's over there. This is his house. Just pretty plain old house. Pretty expensive looking chair. But it is a realtor, so they're gonna have a lot of money. 9 Middle District. Just pretty regular old house. Now on to Lower District. I guess I'll leave in my opinion, the best parts for last. Here's the Lower District. So right here is one Lower District. It is a grain mill. With also, I believe, yes, a hidden chest back here which will tie into a quest. And then here's the water wheel with water, which actually comes out of the sewer. But no one in town really thinks about that. It's also well, I guess since it's just moving the water wheel, it's not like it'll affect the water supply. And then this is I believe 2 Lower District. Lots of furnaces. Maybe they like to cook. Okay. So then down this way is number 3 Lower District, who also just happens to be a carpenter who recently got he recently had his messenger, well not messenger, but delivery person resign. So he is not currently able to deliver his stuff. So he has a quest where he needs you to deliver a chair to someone. All the details aren't worked out for that yet, so yeah. He's got a pretty regular house. And then down here is a farmhouse. It's for lower district, not middle. Pretty regular looking house. And then this is the stables, and here's the stable master. You can buy horses from him, or you can just directly have him teleport you to other locations as if you took a cart ride. And here's the actual farm's crops. I'll get into what's down there afterwards. Actually, no, I'll go to that now. So down this path happens to have, well, there's the exit to here to the town, but and there's a path that leads off in that way to a town, but this is the docks. It's not meant to be like a large, like, since this is not on an ocean, it's just on a river. It's not docks for like a huge like amount of ships. It's for like large ocean liners or anything. Just for small travel up and down the river. So it's small little ships that can. They couldn't really sustain an ocean travel, but they can travel a good distance on their own through the creeks, and they can travel with cargo and stuff upstream and downstream and stuff. Then here is the Spooky Cemetery. I don't have a name for it yet. It's just a placeholder name, which shall have hopefully a quest tied into it, or maybe not. Maybe it'll just be a place you can go. But let me grab this. Down, if you go into the crypts, here's the crypts themselves. Not dangerous at all. Open it. How dare you disturb the dead? And you'll see the summon zombie thing, but that won't be there or in the final version, because is the only reason I have command block output on currently is so that then I can see if stuff's working. This one's pretty similar, although they do have money in them, so that is useful. And then same with this one. So they have money in them. Oh no. Okay, they don't do it a single time. I thought I had set them to do it only a single time. Okay, that's good. Get rid of this. I would actually stick this in my inventory. Okay, so now to the next part. Which would be up here. So I will go on to the upper district, or is it Royal District? I think it's upper district. Yep, one upper district. Post office. And you can try and get hired to deliver packages to get money. Which, once again, I can't do that yet. I didn't detail the actually, wait, did I detail the upstairs? I don't think I did, because there's no one to be able to see it, but I might have. Let me check. No, I didn't. Okay. Here's two upper district. Is another grain mill, but this one is a windmill, which you might have seen from further or down the mountain when I looked up this way, or you might have seen it in the background of the banner. Then here is there's three upper district. Pretty regular old house. And right here is 4 upper district. Also, pretty regular house. Here is 5 upper district. I believe it's also just a pretty regular house. Oh wait, no, I remember. This one was like two siblings that were forced to live together, so they argue so much that they had to cut the house in half, basically, and use only half. Here is 6 Upper District. He did it. Oh, that is 5. Okay, I was gonna say it's the Royal Farm. Got this up here. Down further, they have here this, and then out this way, they have a wheat farm for royal wheat. It's better quality than regular wheat. Not really. And then here is 7 Upper District, which I believe is just a regular old house. Yeah. It's been a little while since I built this, so I'm not sure exactly what each house was. I've forgotten about the sacrificial place. It's just a regular house, although maybe I've had a lot of books. 9 Upper District. It's just a regular house. Yep. And then, on this way, there is the lower part of the Royal Market, which I guess I have not made any people to go in yet. That should change eventually. And I guess I haven't put anyone in the upper part. And then this up here, and there's more interesting parts in the regular city and stuff. So that's why I'm going to the city next, and to the castle next. Because there's more interesting parts after this. There's at least 2 more interesting parts. This is the castle, which this just goes onto the wall. Which actually, since they have not had war in such a long time, they gave up on maintenance on it, and down over here, it just collapses. You can see bits of it scattered around. There's a bit, because it used to be there, but it's not anymore. I'm going to connect to the wall. Oh, well, the bottom thing. Then around this way, there is parts of the royal garden. This goes right around this way. And then this leads into the royal palace. And here is King Baron the Fourth, and he will give you the first story quest, like main story quest. And over this direction, here is the second floor. Is it a chicken? Oh no, it wasn't chicken. It was a flower. Here's the second floor of the royal palace, not royal palace, royal garden. It's on more of a balcony, and it's a bit thinner. But I guess it's not down in that. If I go this way, see the rest of it's down there. And then this leads up to the tower of the castle. I had a different plan for this castle originally, which I was going to go for, but I ended up deciding against, and I ended up rebuilding how I originally had the castle. But this just leads up to a tower, which might have something up here, I'm not sure yet. Maybe someone to deliver a message to for the... maybe someone who has an office up there or something to deliver a message to for the post office quest. I don't know. I haven't fully worked that stuff out yet since I cannot do the commands yet. I don't want to forget what my ideas are. And this, the last of the 4 pathways leading away from the main square here, leads down to the Dwarven District. Here is the Dwarven District. It has its own market, exotic flowers, and some, for some reason, are very expensive. I think that was actually just a mess up on my part with the command, but I am not complaining because it still works. It makes it seem like there's a more rare flower. Magical Monopolies, blaze powder, Dragon's Breath, Fermented Spider Eye, Magma Cream, Lingering Potion and a Healing, Skeleton Horse Spawn Egg, Zombie Horse Spawn Egg, and Fire Charges. Fresh Seafood, Raw Cod, Raw Salmon, Nautilus Shell. That is purposely that expensive, because they're very rare in this area, and prices will vary depending on the location. And so, like, if you're closer to the ocean, fish might be a lot cheaper. Weapons straight from Deep Mountain City. This would be Dwarven forged weapons. I did not end up putting the barriers in all of these, so, but hopefully they shouldn't create more trades afterwards. I hope they don't. Otherwise, I might have to change these up. Up here is, did I name this cafe? I don't think I did. Oh well, it's a cafe. You can buy food. Right over here, no, not good. Dwarven Bank. Banker, and you can convert gold nuggets into gold ingots here. And also, you can convert gold ingots back to gold nuggets. But they do charge a little. They gotta make a profit somehow. Okay, this is the Dunmar Stone Emporium. I mean, it's Dwarven District. They gotta be able to buy stone. You can click to call them out, which doesn't actually disappear, but it's a nice detail. You can buy Prismarine, because you can actually buy plots in some of the places too to also build houses. Purple bricks, stone bricks, polished andesite, polished dorite, polished granite. And then he's got an employees only section back here, which is a storehouse for all sorts of stones that he has created or imported. And here is someone's potions, Garwin's potions. Garwin with Potion of Healing, Potion of Regeneration, Potion of Strength, Potion of Night Vision, Splash Potion of Poison, Splash Potion of Harming. And then right here is oh yeah, Kunin Armor Smiths. We will make. Oh yeah, I was gonna put armor on there, but then I thought against it because of the fact that players take armor off. We can. Oh, I didn't know that had a separate spot. Okay, cool. Got buy chainmail from him. Chainmail, everything I believe. Yep. No, I think that's all he has. Yep, it is. Good open air place. And back here, there's a passage that just leads right out of here or out to here. But then there is also the Dwarven Residential District back in here. Number 1 Dwarven District. He seems to love books. And he hopefully will eventually have a quest that it'll be like he needs to find his lost book or something. And this is a reference to Llamas with Hats, if anyone has seen it. Carl, what have you done? And you'll have to wait till the map is complete to see what's back there. It's just 12 dozen. I'm not going to go by the numbers. Is this just a regular old house? Regular old house. And these houses will have stuff in the chests, but you might not want to get caught stealing them. Another regular house. There's over 50 buildings in this city. Another regular house. it goes. I counted them out at one point. I think it was like 60 something. Remember, I'd have to count it out again, but I'm not going to do that while I'm on cam, and that would take too long. Another dwarven house. They're basically just hollowed out with areas of stone with walls put up. But then again, dwarves don't really need much more. If anything, it makes it more at home for them. Here, another one. Another one. Another one, but this one has a fish tank. I would have normal glass here, but once again, the texture stuff with normal glass here, it covers that up, and I cannot see into the water. What the heck? Okay. And then the last street here, it doesn't have any houses, but it has this. Number 8 Dwarven District, the Iron Pot. Has got a large amount of creatures in here, but don't worry, they don't have AI, but the point is to make it seem like there's an unrowdy crowd in here. And there's also a shady man we can talk to, which you can also buy stuff from the bartender. And then this leads into my favorite part of the city. If you can persuade this shady man enough, he will possibly allow you back in here. He'll open up the passage, which will always be open from now on, and you can get down here anytime. It leads down to the sewers, but also, along this way, there is Thieves Town, which will have quests of its own and stuff. There's just a house here. And there's not actually, I don't think there is actually any like house names on these, which is good, because it wouldn't make sense for it to be that organized. It's like an underground owned operation. Another regular old house, and keep in mind, these houses are built inside of the sewer, so they're like a really squished together or in this large space. Here is the assassin in rental, which you can't actually buy assassinations on people, but it's for the aesthetic of it. And if you head up into here, past the assassin salesman, and across this little thing, well, I guess this is the assassin's collection of heads from his kills. But also, if you go down here, here's the assassin himself, which hopefully I can get this changed once I get someone who can do the commands, and I can have it be, because this is a cameo to my friend Death Eater, or I can hopefully get it ahead of his skin so that I can replace that helmet with it. He had helped me out a lot with the map, so I decided to put that in there. Across this way, there is the Thieves Market with a lockpick salesman. Basically lovers. A poison salesman. Splash potion of poison, splash potion of poison 2, and that's it. Someone you can't trade with because it's an evoker, not really a villager. I would have rather to have iron bars here, but once again, the iron bars do not work. Poison arrows, so there's arrow swift, not swiftness, but no, arrow poison, arrow farming, that's it. This market stall seems to be kind of abandoned. This guy will have a quest for you once that system gets working. Is this just a random house? Yeah, it's just random. And then down this way, which that part has collapsed from stuff falling off the wall and weighing it down somewhat. This leads down to where it goes out right before the water wheel. And if I go back up to where I had started from, I don't want to get myself knighted for this. go back down this way, the sewers continue along, and that guy's quest down there will lead to, which that just goes to an entry point where the sewers just leave the place and just go down into a different. They go down the side of the hill into not the river, into the ocean. But here, this way, I believe, yeah, because there's some other ways here, like this way, but it ends up being a dead end because it's like an intake. But this way, there's also another intake here. So if you take the time to come down here, you will notice, and hopefully you don't get stuck in cobwebs, there's a small path that goes off here, which that goes into the place we were in before. But this is down to here, and there will be a bandit here who you can fight, and hopefully you can kill him, and then he will drop stuff. And you can also take the guy's prized possession, who stole it from him, who had it stolen from him at the other point, and bring it back to him and get paid for the quest. Because he had went and hid in the sewers. And now, oh yeah, and that's how huge this underground part of this is. I would be willing to say it's nearly half the city, which is also that light up there, which is neat, which I forgot to mention. I'd be willing to say that's around half of the city in total down here. It's underground. There's still a large portion of it above ground, but that's nearly half the city underground there. And now, I wanted to do one last thing. I was gonna show you guys what the general locations of the other places look like. So the Deadlands looks like this, and this will be the location of one of the main cities here. It's gonna be like an apocalyptic wasteland. Most of the place is taken over by monsters, and there's gonna be a few places left where humans and other races such as dwarves and stuff have held out and are still fighting off the monsters. But they might have like makeshift barricades built up all over the place to take care of it. They might have they might be bordered in a single street of a city, and the rest of the city taken over, or you never know. And then there is the Borderlands, which, as you saw on the map for it, it's really just another area similar to a mix of the Deadlands and Alasia. Although it will have separate quest lines, and there's going to be a Mages Guild here, a Fire Temple, which will tie into the Mages Guild. It'll be more magic-oriented. And then Jungle Bay looks like this. This will be the location of the bay here. And then back into the jungle here will be the location of all the temples and stuff. And several quests, at least one main quest line for this area that focuses on this. This will be similar to, like, say, World of Warcraft or something. And with the RPG style, but there's so much options for where to go, what quests to do. And there will be a main storyline, which will be started off by the king, and it will eventually take you to all the places, and at least get you like a start at the main quest lines there, or like introduce you to the stuff and give you a chance to do them. Which you don't have to complete all the quests, but it gives the map a huge amount of playability. And I guess that's it. So goodbye.